Welcome to the Windy City Rundown. Yeah, welcome back to another great episode of the Windy City Rundown. That is Jose Contreras. I am Eric Avila. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Bears are in the playoffs. The Bears are the NFC North champs, baby. Thank you to the Baltimore Ravens. Fuck the Green Bay Packers. Even though the Bears did lose against the San Francisco 49ers in a very thrilling game, 42-38. It didn't matter because the Bears clinched the NFC North on Saturday after the Packers lost. Jose, how the hell are you, my guy?
Good, better, best. Never let it rest, Eric.
No, sir.
Your good gets better and your better gets best. And the Bears have gave it their best against the 49ers in an impressive loss. And Eric, we are NFC North champions. The North is ours once again.
And it was a long time coming too, Jose. And to be completely honest with you, man, you know what? Clinching on Saturday kind of felt more like a relief type of game where it just felt like, not relief, but how should I say? Like it just took the pressure off, I guess. Like we could finally sit back and relax and watch an actual football game with no consequences whatsoever. Just to enjoy a football game with no type of consequences, Jose. And to be completely honest, what a game for us to kind of sit back and relax a little bit and just watch a great game of football, because that 49ers Bears game on Sunday Night Football had everything that we can ask for in an offensive type of standpoint, in a confident standpoint, in a we can make a believe, or this team can make us believe that they can be they're toe-to-toe with those top teams in the NFC, Jose. Although the defense didn't show up, Jose, Caleb Williams and the offense and the running game showed up on national TV and said the world, we are here to say, and we are not going to be a team that you can run over in the playoffs simply because of everything what's been going on this year for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, the relief for me came when the Detroit Lions lost, because then it was like, okay, we made the playoffs, right? Once Detroit lost and they were out, the Bears were in. That's when I felt the relief, because it was like, doesn't matter what happens the rest of the way, we're in the playoffs. We made it, right? My concern was, damn, if we face the Lions at the end of the season with that on the line, winner gets in, loser stays home, like that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried about that, right? Because we know how the Lions feel about the Bears, especially not with Ben Johnson as their head coach. So as soon as day one, the relief there was there for me. When the Packers lost, I was like, oh, wow, we really won the NFC North. It was more of a shock and awe, more of a pleasant surprise. So I was 100% happy, man, when that happened. And it just goes to show what a difference a year makes, what a difference one person, head coach, can make for a team. Last year, Eric, we were 5-12. This year, we have a chance of being 12-5. Complete turnaround.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man. Just to let you know, Jose, your voice kind of looks like it's staticky a little bit. So I don't know if you could just go ahead and, log out, log back in or something. But it looked like you had a little crack on the background while you were speaking. But absolutely, Jose, 100% down. And our comment, my cousin Yasari in the comments, bear the fuck down. Yes, sir. Bear down. This is probably one of the greatest times, or not even the greatest time. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. Let me back up. This is probably the best moment so far of the year 2025. This is probably the best sports moment I guess we can have as Chicago Bears fan, just because of a multitude of things, right? I think that we can probably feel confident in a head coach to where, any game that the Bears or any team that the Bears are playing against, like we have confidence that there's a head coach that can play chess with the coach across the field. I think we also have a quarterback that can actually get us into these type of games and drive us down the field no matter what the game is, no matter what time of possession, what quarter it is, and especially the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game when we're down by a score or two, confident enough that our quarterback can get us down and get us the game-winning field goal, touchdown, or tying field goal or touchdown at that same aspect too as well. And I think that's what this team provided us this year on on multiple games, should I say, on multiple occasions where the Bears you don't feel like this Bears team is down and out in a fight if they're especially if they're that close. And that's what makes this team special in that aspect. Yes, this team has so many flaws, 110%. But you would take the good moments, the great moments that this team has provided us on whatever aspect of the side of the ball and just run with it and be confident that this team could come back and give you a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, 100%. You how do I sound now, Eric? Beautiful?
Beautiful, better.
As good as I look, or what?
Let's not get too carried away now. Let's not get too carried away. We want to keep an audience and talking about
You're right.
sports.
You're right. You're right. It's pretty impossible to sound as good as I look. I agree. I agree. I agree. Look, man. I came in a little bit later, right when you were in the middle of talking, but I do want to say this. A lot of people I've been talking throughout the week, and a lot of people are a bit down on the fact that we lost to the 49ers. But guys, I want to be the first to tell you that it's great to see us compete against a Super Bowl contending team as the NFC North champions. It's not like we're a random team who has like 5 wins, who just got a lucky win or whatever. Because that happens from time to time, right? Good teams are gonna lose to bad teams. That wasn't the case. That wasn't what happened on Sunday. The Bears competed all the way through against a team that looks like might be the favorite, might be the number 1 seed in the whole NFC, might be the favorite to win it all in the Super Bowl. We went toe to toe with that team. It went down to the wire. One final play. As the NFC North champions, we were that close to winning. That is positive. That is progress. That is something that if you would have told me at the beginning of the season, I would have been like, no way. I wouldn't have believed you, especially after what happened last year. Eric, if I wasn't a true believer in this team going forward, at least this year, I am now. I 100% agree, or I 100% think we can compete. We can make noise, and we might be able to make it all the way.
Right.
If the stars align, of course. Remember, this is a young team. Anything can happen. But I do think
100%.
after seeing Caleb, after seeing Ben Johnson in his bag, after seeing our team compete, not just Caleb, right, but our offense compete. Our defense took some turnovers. Yes, we gave up a lot of points. They could not stop Brock Purdy, but that's credit to that offense over there. They're a good football team, man. They're a good football team. It went down to one play.
Great football team.
And their defense made a stop. You give all the credit in the world to them. But Eric, we are here, man. The NFC North champions, the Chicago Bears, are here to stay. Crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely crazy. Mayhem, pandemonium, whatever you want to say. And you know what? It also took a kind of bogus, I guess, penalty on the interception that, Purdy threw in the end zone. That kind of, whatever you want to say. It's finicky. It's kind of whatever it is. But that's how close this game was. Like, it came down to errors or whoever didn't score a touchdown or, in their offensive possession. That's what happened to the Bears. The Bears kicked the field goal to take the lead. And Collinsworth said, like, this game is all about touchdowns. You can't win on field goals. It gives the 49ers a chance to go down and win the football game. And again, the interception that was it Noshawn Wright or CJ Gardner-Johnson? I really don't remember who was the one that picked off Purdy in the interception. In the end zone, should I say, that was called back because of an illegal hands to the face, which is ticky-tacky, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Pretty upsetting. But Jose, like, you're right. Everything that you said, you're absolutely right. We actually went. When was the last time you can say the Bears offense went toe to toe with a playoff contending, Super Bowl contending team? When in our fandom have we had that conversation? Have we even said that with full confidence that we were toe to toe with a Super Bowl contending team in the regular season? When?
as the NFC North champions with 11 wins of the season. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get
Yeah,
teams who could compete with good teams, with Super Bowl contending teams,
yeah,
right? Because everybody has
yeah.
that trap game in them. Everybody has that lucky game in them, right? This wasn't the case with the Bears.
No.
We are an 11-win team, NFC North champions. We just came off an incredible win against the Packers, right? Caleb has been rolling, and you've seen that. You see the confidence in these guys. It is crazy. But to answer your question, Eric, I don't remember. I really don't remember a time like this. Like this feels like uncharted territory. This
Hmm.
feels different. You and I know we've seen enough Bears football throughout our years. We know when it's the same thing. We know when it's like, hey, okay, they have a good win here, but
Yeah,
this team is still the same. We
yeah.
still need this. We're still missing this. And don't get me wrong, we are not a perfect football team. I'm not sitting
No.
here saying
Oh,
not sitting
right.
here saying we're perfect. No, I'm just sitting here saying that this is different, guys. These are
Yeah,
different times here in Chicago,
it's
and
different.
it's an exciting feeling, man. Exciting
Oh,
feeling.
100%. 110%, dude. This is probably the best feeling I've ever had since like I've always said multiple times on this show and on our podcast, Jose, like this team so reminds me of the 2015 Chicago Cubs and how fun and how unexpected this team is. You know,
Yeah.
that year. I've said it so many times. That year I had so much fun watching the Cubs because everything was just they over exceeded my expectations. They were fun to watch. They were they were must see TV. What's up, Isaiah? Oh, boy, bear the
Yeah,
fuck
what up,
down.
man?
110% bear the fuck down. But again, like this team's just had all that team like, and you just like this team overall. Yes, they had their flaws on defense. Yes, 110%. But it's just like no matter what type of bad flaw they have, like no matter what you see this team and you're just like, I just fucking love this team. And no matter what they do, no matter the good or bad result happens, like this team, I just wrap my arms around them and just love this team because this team just has me excited to a level that I've never felt before. And there has not been a Bears team in my lifetime where I felt this way. So the fact that I just like this team, like I could just get behind and be like, you know what? Wherever this train stops, I'm right with you to the very end, and I'm okay with the result because you provide nothing but pure happiness at the end of the day for me.
No lead is safe against the Chicago Bears.
No, no lead
No,
is safe,
no
especially if
lead
no
is safe.
lead is safe.
No lead is safe, even if it
No.
no lead is safe against the Chicago Bears. And that's what I like to see, that there's no quit in this team. They're well coached. Ben Johnson puts them in situations for them to succeed every single time.
Facts,
Don't get me wrong.
facts,
Don't get me wrong.
facts.
He's made some mistakes, but this is his first year as a head coach. Like there's gonna be trial and error, right? He,
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
figuring out what he can get away with, what he can't, and who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe in the future he can get away with a lot of stuff that didn't work this year, right? With the right personnel, with you name it, with a little bit more experience or practice, he's gonna be able to get
Mm-hmm.
deep in his bag eventually if he
Mm-hmm.
hasn't already, right? And that's the most
That,
exciting part, Eric. Is you put it perfectly. This is year one. This is 2015 Cubs with Joe Madden. Just enjoy the ride. Don't expect much. You have a chip on your shoulder the entire way, and next year, let the magic happen. Just ride the wave, and be one of the favorites in the NFC and in the NFL in general. So, man, exciting.
definitely. When you see the rundown here on Facebook and on YouTube, normally I start off saying that, but I was too excited to start this damn show because of the outcome over the weekend. Even in a loss, the exciting. But guys, make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. Our shows are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe. Same thing on our Facebook page. Like, share our episodes. Comment to us like my cousin Yasadi and Isaiah here. You can comment on the show too as well. You can also join us if you really want to talk to us personally. Link is in there. Click the link, join the show, have a conversation with us. Tell us how you feel about our NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. Yes, that feels so good and so right to say that our Bears are the NFC North champs for this season. And in a season that honestly nobody gave us a chance, nobody gave us an opportunity, nobody gave us, everybody just looked down on us simply because of, well, first year Ben Johnson, so on and so forth. The Bears, how they ended the season last year. And look at that. Right? A great turnaround for the Chicago Bears. You said that the Bears were, what was it, 5-12 last year, and an opportunity that to flip that record around and be in the playoffs. NFC North, guys, this is even in a loss, Jose, we came out with so many positives even after a loss against the 49ers because, like you said, toe-to-toe against the 49ers offensively. They hit us. We hit them. We hit them. They hit us right back with them. And we just answered them. And it just gives me confidence that no matter what, Jose, I'll be confident and excited to go up against anybody in the NFC right now at this very moment. But if we do have to talk about the positive, Jose, the negative part about it, man, that defense cannot stop a damn thing. Couldn't even stop air. Couldn't even stop anything. Yes, they got the pick six to start off the game on the very first pass of the game, Jose. But then they felt like, good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're out of this fucking play because that was it all for the Chicago Bears defense, man. And look, man, there's just a lot of question marks about a Bears defense, man.
There is, yes, that was pretty damning. The fact that we gave up touchdown after touchdown. Brock Purdy was dealing, right? Dealing. Like we made him look like prime Tom Brady, prime Joe Montana, Steve Young, Dan Marino, right? Like Brock Purdy looked like a Hall of Famer. Our defense right now isn't as good. Like, don't get me wrong, they take the ball away. They lead the league still in turnovers. But when that doesn't happen, when you don't get a turnover at each drive, you're giving up a lot of points, and that's the issue. Now, thank God our offense is clicking, right? And give credit to Caleb Williams. As you seen in the first Packers game when he made that interception, the last throw of the game, right? What happens the game after when he go against the Packers? He makes the touchdown winning pass. This game, all right, he, I like the accountability. Ben Johnson put accountability on his end too, where they both blame themselves as far as what happened in that last game, in that last play. Mm-hmm. Caleb, when he sees that again next time around, just like in the second Packers game, he's gonna deliver, right? 100%. I truly believe that. The thing about our defense, it's damning, but when you look around the league, it's almost okay because the Niners gave up just as much points as we did.
Yeah.
The Niners defense wasn't good. They were one play away from losing the game to Caleb and the Bears. Mm-hmm. It was a shootout because the Niners defense wasn't good either. Look at the Rams yesterday. They lost to the Falcons. There's flaws there. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. We beat them already this year. There's flaws there. Offensively, if Jalen Hurts isn't doing so hot, they're not going to win. Look at the Seattle Seahawks. Do you trust Sam Darnold? I don't. I don't trust him. I don't trust him 100%. He's a good quarterback. I think he can get the job done. But if you're telling me pick a quarterback, he's probably one of the last on the list, right? Of all the NFC quarterbacks going into the playoffs. And the Packers are hurt. Yes, our defense is bad.
Yeah.
But as long as Caleb and the offense can get through and that defense can at least take the ball away a few times, Eric, we have a chance.
Oh, we have a chance. But Jose, real quick, guess who showed up, Tony? We're NFC North champs, baby.
Hey,
we can easily hang with any team in the NFL. What's up, Tony? 100%. We were literally just talking about that. We could definitely hang with the big boys in the NFC. But Jose, I will tell you this: that the one thing that the Eagles have is a very, 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 very good running back when they use them in Saquon Barkley. You already saw with the 49ers with Christian McCaffrey and the amount of usage and how he also sliced and diced us that way too as well. The Rams are just a well-oiled machine offense. Even though they lost last night on the Monday Night Football against Atlanta, which has been happening a lot lately for them on the road too as well, coincidentally enough. But even then, the Rams probably still the better team in the NFC. Seahawks, you're absolutely right. Do you trust Sam Darnold? No, I don't. But you know what they have? A very, very stout defense that gives them the opportunity to be there to play in every possession. After that, you don't want to play the Packers because you already played them twice, 3 times in one season. That's a recipe for no good. And then whatever you get from out of the any team out of the NFC South, to be completely honest with you.
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
I
It,
and
it
I have a question for you and everybody at home, right? And I'm glad you brought that up. I think it'd be a good
yeah,
segue. As of right now, we have the number 2 seed, right? The Packers are locked in at 7.
yeah,
They're not moving. They're locked in at 7.
yeah.
After last night's loss, the Rams are locked in at 6. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so if you're the Bears, what do you want? Do you want? Do you want? It seems like whoever loses between the Niners and Seahawks are going to get fifth, so they're automatically going to face the Panthers Bucks because the Panthers Bucks winning the division, they're going to be at fourth. We're either going to be 2 or 3. Do you want to stay at 2
Yeah,
and face the Packers, or do you want to go to 3 and face the Rams? It seems likely. Uh,
right.
both are tough matchups, but
Both are tough opponents and
that's
all.
what happens when you get into the playoffs, right? We're gonna
Yeah,
be the good thing is it's going to be here home in Chicago, right? Regardless, no
one hundred
matter what.
percent,
We won the
one hundred
North.
percent.
Yeah, we got home. They got to come to Chicago, like Jordan says. They still got to come to
Yeah,
Chicago, right?
still got to come to Chicago.
Who do you want? Who do you want to see? Do you want to see the Packers 3 times? I agree with you. They may look like the better matchup, but Eric, I don't know if it's just trauma or what, man. Obviously, you and I, right? Like fuck the Packers all day long,
Man,
but man, I almost want to see the
man,
Rams. I don't know.
real,
It's
real.
tough. It's a good question.
Before I give you my before I give you my answer, Jose, Tony Go says the defensive coordinator has to change the zone defense. That the announcers are saying the same. Brady said it, and now Colin said it on Sunday too as well. And you know what, Tony, I understand and I get it, and it's easier said than done, but it would be a lot easier to change that if and when we apply pressure up front. That's
Yeah.
what happens when we don't have um a somewhat of a pass rush. Let's just say that. I can't even say consistent because consistent, we don't even have no consistent players to do that, so on and so forth. Fucking Montez Sweat looks like a behemoth of a man, and yet still can't get past any offensive lineman whatsoever. You know, Austin Booker, try hard dude. He has his moments, but I don't think he's that guy. And obviously you have Grady in there and Billings, but those two guys, they're beef in the middle to stop the run game or just cause enough ruckus. But even then, so Jose, like I get it, but that's why you have to play so much zone because like you need to cover as much ground as you can because you can't get that consistent pass rush. Like you can't get to the quarterback. Like a Purdy had time in a day to do whatever the hell he wanted. He could have cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at the same time, and, and still get the playoff. It just, it yes, it's easier said than done. And Collinsworth and Brady both said the same thing, but at the same time, like, what else can you do? Especially with the multitude of injuries that you have in the secondary with no Kyler Gordon, everybody's getting healthy. Jalen Johnson's just getting his feet kind of back in, his football conditioning back in, but he doesn't look that good as well. So, like, yeah, easier said than done, but there's other parts to it. But to give you the answer, Jose, honestly, like, I wouldn't mind the Rams coming over here because it's in Chicago, right? It's in Chicago. It's going to be a very cold day. You could bring the Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Rams, the Seahawks. You can bring them all over here, bro. All those teams that have that nice little weather or indoor team come over here because they're going to feel the cold of Chicago, and it's not going to be pretty. Even the 49ers, I even said that too. The 49ers can even come over here, and it's not going to be the same Brock Purdy that you saw in Santa Clara on Sunday night. The Packers is a different story, though. The Packers is a different beast. But again, but for the last 2 weeks, we have seen the Packers struggle defensively stopping teams. We have seen the Packers struggling getting to the quarterback consistently without Michael Parsons, and we've been seeing the flaws that you could pass on that team left, right, and center. Yes, give me the Packers right now at the moment. Give me the 2 seed because I'd rather have 2 home games in the playoffs, if we do get out of the first round. Give me 2 home playoff games than just 1. And then you put yourself in the position that maybe, just maybe, you can get, the Panthers over here or the Buccaneers over here if they do end up winning. That you could get the 49ers or the Seahawks that are not used to brutally cold weathers and come on over here. That's also an advantage there too as well. But again, even with that being said, can the defense show up? Tony says he wants the Packers. And he agrees, yeah, and they're picking us apart. They're picking us apart. They're doing whatever the hell they want. Purdy went for 5 touchdowns, bro. Like 5 TDs on us, 2 of them rushing, 3 of them passing. And like you said, he looked like a damn Hall of Famer because the defense can't get a lick on him. But But to turn the negative into a positive, Jose, the last time that we saw the Bears get embarrassed like this, it was against the Lions, and the defense kind of turned it around a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the Bengals did the same thing too, and they kind of turned it around a little bit. And, I rather have that turn around a little bit now and heading into the playoffs than having this type of performance in the playoffs.
I myself, right? Whoever's on the schedule, let's go. All right, Packers, Rams.
100%. 100%.
We face who's in front of us. I almost want the Rams, and I agree with you that you want the second seed because you want that second playoff. I agree, but
Yeah.
if you told me, hey, in a 1-game scenario, who would you rather face? After seeing last night, we have the running game. I feel like that can compete and run down the Rams' throat. Them
Facts.
coming to Chicago in a cold weather environment is only going to hurt them. They don't play well in the cold weather, so that benefits us. And yes, the Rams could probably pick us apart 100% offensively. But I think we can 100% go toe to toe with them. But I agree with you. Bring on the Packers. It's always fuck the Packers no matter what. We want that. We want that.
No matter what.
We want that second home game. So of course the 2 seed's always going to be the goal. Bring on the Packers. What a start to the playoffs! It's just like, man, if the Packers win, right? Not to be Debbie Downer, we will not hear we will hear for the rest of the year. Oh, remember when we beat you in the playoffs? Oh, you're NFC Tour champions.
Right.
And the thing is, we haven't beat Jordan Love, Eric. Caleb hasn't beat Jordan Love. When we won last game of the year, Jordan Love wasn't playing that game. When we won this year, Jordan Love wasn't playing that game. Well, he was, but he didn't play the full game. We haven't beat Jordan Love yet. Jordan Love's coming back in the playoffs. So we got to get that monkey off our back. So bring 100%. On the Packers. Let's beat Jordan Love. Let's beat the Packers. And let's show them that this is our division now. And it's our time to turn it around in this rivalry.
100%. What do you see the rundown here on Facebook and also on YouTube? Guys, like and subscribe on our YouTube page. Also, like and share our episodes on your Facebook page too as well. We appreciate the love and the support. Make sure you also follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all those good places too. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate the love and support. Thank you guys very much. My future bar bitch and Caesar is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, and he says the Rams ain't doing shit. We blue and orange. Fuck the green and yellow. 110% Caesar. Yes, sir. My future bar bitch. I can't wait to see them titties on our draft night for next year's draft. Tony says, but you don't want to lose to the Lions on Sunday, so take the 2 seed and play the Packers. 100%. And you know what? That's a great question and a great follow-up too, Jose, because what would you do? If you were the Bears situation right now, Jose, what exactly would you do? Would you start the starters or would you sit the starters on Sunday against the Lions?
Me personally, you want the number 2 seed, so you start the starters, right? We hold a tiebreaker against the Eagles, so it doesn't matter what the Eagles do, whether win or lose. If we win, we get that number 2 seed. I say start him, and you know damn well, even if I say sit, you think Ben Johnson's going to sit him after what the Lions did to us week 2? You don't 100%. Think Ben Johnson wants his get back against 100%. The team he left, against the team that thought they were better without him? Mm-hmm. Stop it. Ben Johnson is not going to do that. The only way you sit anybody is if it's a blowout by halftime, but that's not going to happen. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a good game. The Lions will love to beat the Bears twice, especially against Ben Johnson. If you think they're going to sit anybody, they're not. They're playing for nothing, so they're a dangerous team. For us, we also got nothing to lose. We got nothing to lose, regardless of the fact we're in the playoffs, right? Right. But we do have something to play for. We have nothing to lose, but we do have something to play for, if that makes sense, right?
It makes 100% sense. Yeah, I hear you.
We got the number 2 seed to play for. Regardless of what happens, we're in the playoffs no matter what. But you want to go in with momentum. As you know, Eric, this is a momentum league. You want momentum going into the playoffs. Even with that loss against the Niners, I feel like we have momentum on our side because of how well we played. So you want to carry that wave into the playoffs. You go in, you destroy the Lions. You destroy the Lions the way they beat you week 2. You show Detroit their time is up, and it's Packer week.
It's Packer week after that, right? Yep. Caesar says half start, so start them get the momentum, get the juices flowing, and then he wants them to pull him in the fourth, no matter the be a result. I mean, that's another start to as well. Whatever it is, risk injury, hopefully, you're right. Keep them sharp, keep the game flow going, keep you run, make a few plays that you want to do earlier in the season just to see what you could get out of it against a pretty okay defense of the Lions. Yes, they've had their injuries. They lost Branch for the whole entire year. Um, Aiden Hutchinson still is the same. Defensive line has lost some holes. Defensive line lost some players too as well. It's not the same Lions defense, so you could try some things here and there, but half start and then pull them in the fourth. And Tony says the whole team plays on Sunday, even if the Water Boys are playing. So I mean, hey, it's one of those situations, Jose, where it's like, yeah, you start and you sit them, and then by the playoffs come, Russ versus what is it, Rusty and Sharp, and just keep playing whatever it is. Oh, rest and Rust. You rest them, then you rust, and Rusty. That's the real question, because you've seen time and time again that sometimes backfires on teams where you sit the players on the last game of the season so they can be somewhat fresh heading into the first game of the playoffs, and they don't pull off the result. That's another conversation to have too as well. But again, half start them, start them for a half, or start them for, like Caesar said, for 3/4 and pull them in the fourth. It just depends on the result. Mind you, on top of that, Jose, Caleb Williams is about 200 and some yards away from going 270 to surpass the 4,000 mark for the first time in the Bears history. He's only 100 and some odd way to pass the single season record for the Chicago Bears at 3,900 and some odd yards, bro. Like,
yep.
Is that even a possibility? Because it's not going to be that cold on Sunday. I think I saw the temperatures. It's only going to be like in the low 30s, and that's not cold. I mean, that's okay.
There's
football
weather.
No
love lost. There's no love lost against
100%.
These two
but I
teams.
mean, like, is that even a thing to you? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying there's no love lost. You think the Lions are going to come in and play conservative here? They got nothing to lose. To them, their Super Bowl is blowing out the Bears like they did week 2 to show Ben Johnson he ain't shit. You think the Lions aren't going to come out and swing? They're not going to come out swinging. They're going to come out swinging hard. And Ben Johnson and the Bears are going to come back, and they're going to have to swing harder. It's 100% going to be a shootout. Both teams are going to give it their all, their best. You got to hope there's no injury on our side, right? Because like I said, we have. When I say we have, I guess we do have something to lose. We got to make sure we don't lose starters. But at the end of the day, Caleb 100% has a chance of passing 4,000 yards. The Lions are going to come out. They're going to want to shoot. The Bears are going to have to shoot as well. And yeah, man, I didn't think it was possible, because before the Niners game, I think it was like 300 yards something each game, right? His last 2 games, Norton hit it, and then he hit it. He did like 330 the last one. I was like, holy shit. I was like, yeah, he has a chance. He just needs 270. And he'll get 4,000. So definitely possible. I think it might happen, and we finally get that monkey off our back, and we get a 4,000 yard. And it always had to be Caleb. As soon as we drafted him, we knew it was going to happen. So yeah, I think I think it's going to happen this Sunday.
Oh man, I hope so. Excuse me. I really do hope so, because you're absolutely right. It's to get the monkey off our back. It's to finally say we've had a 4,000 yard thrower in our history, But at the same time, Jose, I don't think it matters. At least this year, it doesn't matter. At least this year, it shouldn't matter, because of what the Bears have already given us. Yeah. And maybe that's just because on my end, I didn't have, my expectations were very, very low. So like it didn't really, if you would have told me in the beginning of the season, or I mean, if we had this conversation, I would have said, you know what? If Caleb throws for 4,000 yards, but the Bears are 8-9, great. I'm fine with that. Now the Bears are 11-5 now, and Caleb is close to throw the 4,000 yards. I think if he just even passes the single season record for the Chicago Bears history instead of the 4,000 yards, I'll be okay. I'll be okay simply because the Bears have already given me so much more than what I've already expected. It exceeded already my expectations. I have playoffs coming up right around the corner after the following week. So, yeah, just it's cool. If you don't get it, cool. If you don't get it, cool. Because at the end of the day, as a Bears team, my expectations have already been exceeded. and I'm just playoff ready, bro. I'm playoff ready, and I
No,
still
it's
got a
valid.
week to go.
It's 100% valid, especially because, like just like you mentioned, we're 11-4, and the reason, a big reason because of that is our running game. We have such a good running game. We don't need
Yeah,
Caleb to throw 50 times like he did last year with
yeah,
Matt Eberflus's offense, right? So, I mean, with that being said, our running game is strong. We don't need the 4,000, but the fact that he's this close, like you mentioned, right? He's this close, and we know he could personally compete, go toe to toe. That him
yeah.
in that offense, he could lead that offense down the field like he has been, and put us in game-winning drives or game-winning situations, right? Situations to win the game at the end of the game, like he did against the Niners, right? We lost, right? But he put us in that situation. He led us down the field. He made throws. It didn't happen for us. But he did that in the Packers game. He's done it so many times throughout this year. This offense is good under Ben Johnson. He's the play caller. I trust him. So whatever he dials up, whether it's a heavy pass game to get Caleb over 4,000 or a heavy run game, like you said, doesn't really
Mhm.
matter. At the end of the day, we got playoffs, something to fight for, something a little bit more important. That is should be the priority going forward.
110%. I hear you. My bad. Windy City Rundown here on Facebook and on YouTube, guys. As always, like and subscribe on our YouTube page and like and share our episodes on our Facebook page too, as well. Comment on our section too, as well. Like Tony, like Caesar, and everybody else that has commented on here too, as well. And also, if you don't want, you can also join us too, as well. The link is in the comment section as well on our Facebook page and our YouTube page too, as well. Hit the little comment section. Join us in the conversation. We're talking about our Chicago Bears, NFC North champs of this year, heading into the playoffs, second best team in the NFC. Even though they lost to the 49ers in a very thrilling fashion, I think we came out with more positives than we did negatives on this point or this time around. Back to the comment section. Tony says personal accomplishment don't matter this year. Now, next year, yes, we are a season ahead of time. And a lot of people have been saying that. I personally agree to as well. I think the Bears are ahead of schedule, which is a good thing because now the expectations are going to be growing much more. But also at that same time, the Chicago Bears know that they need to make improvements. The Chicago Bears need to know that they need to build in this momentum and keep this thing going. But also, you've seen it in the NFL, Jose. We're seeing it now with our Chicago Bears. Last year, we were 5-12, the worst team in the NFL or the worst team in our division. We're now the best team in the NFL this year, or at least the best team in the division this year, Jose. And in the NFL, it changes just like that. You can have a very good season one year, and you can have a very bad season the next year. Look at the Commanders, look at the Lions, look at the Ravens, look at the Chiefs. Just to name a handful of teams right now that were just in there last year are not or are on verge to not be in the playoffs this year.
And the Bills even stumbled into the playoffs, right? They
Ah,
lost They
stumbling,
lost the
rumbling,
last two
rumbling.
games. So the
Mm-hmm.
Patriots and to the Eagles. So yeah, they're not as hot. They're not as hot as they have been the last few years. And yeah, it's been a different year, but that just goes to show that the teams are catching up to them. Teams are
Yes,
getting better. That's why it's
yes.
not out of the realm of possibility. People are looking at the Bears like, oh, this is a fluke, or the Bears are going to bear. Right? I see that a lot in comments. Bears are going to bear, guys. It's everything changes, guys. Time changes. Time changes everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? So get used to this.
It's not the same old Chicago Bears like everybody's been saying the last couple of weeks, and especially that Packers game where even the Packers players themselves saying this is not the same old Chicago Bears. This Bears team is different, and Ben Johnson and coaching wise, just not just Ben Johnson, but from Dennis Allen to Doyle to Bieniemy to Al Harris to like the list goes on and on and on and on the
Oh yeah,
players on the coaching staff that has helped develop this team the way that it is. Coaching is a big thing, and that is probably the biggest thing that we've noticed about the Chicago Bears from this year and last year is that when you put men in the room and coach and actually coach your players, the outcome is completely 100% different.
yeah.
Jose, before we go on to the next subject, can I go on a just on a smidge of a rant? I just want to go on a smidge of
Yeah,
a rant.
hundred
It's
percent.
it's outside of sports. It's not sports related. I want to put that out there.
Okay, I'm curious. Go ahead.
But you know what pisses me off? Or you know what really pissed me off before we start the show? Dude, I ordered a pizza at 6 p.m. They told me this pizza place has told me, and I'm not gonna dog them out. But this is not the first time nor the second time that this has happened to me, that I placed an order ahead of time and they told me, oh, your pizza will be ready in 1 hour. I'm like, okay, cool. So guess what I do? I plan for the hour, correct? If I call at 6 and you telling me that the pizza is going to be ready at 7, I damn near want to go to this pizza place and be like, hey, I'm here for my pizza. Can I get it and go? Pay for it and go. Bro, I waited for another fucking 20 minutes for my fucking pizza to deliver. And I'm just there chilling like a fucking idiot. I already paid for it. And the pizza felt like it wasn't even made, that they were just making that pizza, bro. And this is not the first time that's happened to me. And I get very frustrated because if you tell me to be there in an hour for my pizza, I'm there in an hour picking up my fucking pizza to go pick up and go. And it's always, I don't know why it's always with me. And you've been firsthand witness with this too as well, that when I go out for a delivery for food, I come back almost an hour and a half later with the food because, like, for some reason, the food is not ready. And that shit just pisses me off, bro. I'm a very timely person sometimes. If there's things that I really need to do, I need it to be on time, especially for today, because our show time is at 7:30. So we claim that we start at 7:30.
Yeah, right. 2026 is coming, guys. One of my resolutions is to be on time on the show.
But don't tell me that my pizza is gonna be or my food is gonna be ready at a certain time and it's not ready to be a certain time, bro. Like it's not even close to being ready at that certain time when you ask, bro. Like,
you know, I almost wanted to feel like I almost wanted to say it was Little Caesars, but you said you called them and they don't ever pick up their phone, so it's definitely not Little Caesars. But that's why I always stick to either Beggars or Domino's, because they never let me down. Whenever I place the order is always, they're waiting for me. I'm not waiting for them. I take
I wish.
You know what I mean?
Man, I wish these pizza places would be like that.
I take forever to pick it up.
You know what, Tony? You're absolutely right. I've only had this problem in the pizza places in Hammond, Indiana, bro. Like, it's just always, I just don't know why that these pizza places out here in NWI are like that, bro. And it's just fucking annoying.
I live in Hammond. And the two places I mentioned don't do that.
I don't know.
Beggars and
What up, cuz? She said that desk needs more pop figurines. 100%. I might have a little bit more collections here and there.
Well, hold on, Eric. You're gonna have more space once that belt leaves you.
For real. I'm not giving this up, bro. I'm keeping this bad boy.
You got to, bro.
No, I have to. I need to. Yeah.
I gotta make room for the trophy that's coming over here, baby.
Oh,
Fantasy football champion.
That's right. It's rigged, but whatever. It is what it is. Congratulations, I guess.
Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Tony says my pizza is ready in 35 minutes. Bro, I need service like that. Where you name me that pizza place, Tony, and I'll go for the drive and get it. And now if you talk about it in Homewood or somewhere out there in the suburban areas, I probably won't make it.
Wait. Can I just ask? It's not Langos, is it?
No, it wasn't Langos.
Okay. Well, there you go. Langos is fire. You gotta go to Langos. It's down the street from me.
Langos is good, bro, but lately every time I eat Langos, bro, like my shits be and we don't want to talk about that in our podcast. No. Nancy's. I feel like I've heard of that one. I feel like I think I know where that one's at. That's not the one in Nancy's Pizza. Nancy's Pizza. Do you know where that's at, kid? In Posen? No, in
I don't know, Nancy.
It's like right by
what is it? But Marinette Park, no? By the way, my daughter Sophie's here. Anyways, she just doesn't want to be on camera. My oldest is in the building.
Wait. Say
Yeah, you're not gonna see her. She's not on the camera shot, even if I'm by myself. She's not on the camera shot.
Just say Sophie's here again.
Sophie's here again. Round of applause. Say hi to the people. Shy. All right. Anyways, back to our normal scheduled program here, talking about the Chicago Bears and the football guys. I just wanted to go on my pizza rant because fuck, I hate when I order food and it's not ready at a certain time. It just pisses me off. It bugs me. But Jose, real quick before we end the show, I do want to have a quick topic with you because this was kind of a nice topic of conversation over the Christmas break that we had. But after the game on Sunday, Jose, are you confident enough to say that right now our boy Caleb Williams is the top 10 quarterback right now in the NFL?
I think overall season, no. I think, but since this heater he's been on, I would say yes. I say going into the playoffs, yes. I say overall in the season, I might have to make a list. I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
I got you on the list right now. See,
I got to make the list. You hit me with this. You hit me with this little too.
A little too quick. It's all good.
Not even
So
that.
the reason why
I had no time to prepare. Right, I wasn't.
I'm gonna run down the names. That's why I'm here to prepare, bro. That's why I'm the prepared one here. I just tuned in while y'all fat asses talking about pizza. It's because I ordered a pizza at 6:00. They told me it was gonna be ready at 7, and I waited almost 25 minutes for my pizza to be ready. Once I got there at 7:00, that should just be pissing me off.
I can tell you why it happens, Eric. As someone who used to be a GM for restaurants, fast food places, etc. back in the day, right?
Right.
It's always a staffing issue. If they don't have the bodies on the line or the bodies in the store, they're going to be behind on the orders. Right? It's that product demand thing, right? If demand's high, but they don't have the manpower for it, it's going to be tough.
Oh, bro, it was a full kitchen. I don't need excuses. It was a full kitchen.
Doesn't matter. To you, it might seem like a full kitchen, but they give me short a person. You never know.
Nah, we'll see. All right, Jose. Tony already came in and gave us his answer. I clicked it prematurely. But to start off on the list now, I'm basing it on these stats right now. I'm gonna give you everybody else, right? So obviously, we're gonna take Patrick Mahomes, right? No, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Those are the 4 right away that we're just gonna put on the list simply because we know their stature.
You're talking about top 10 quarterback, like. Because if we're talking
top 10 quarterback right now, top 10 quarterback
this year, or just overall? Because if we're talking about this year, Patrick Mahomes is not top 10 quarterback, not this year.
Not this year.
No, how can he be? He didn't play the full season.
No, I mean, they're not a lot of quarterbacks play the full year, and yet they're still a top 10 quarterback. I mean, Lamar Jackson didn't play the majority of the year. Is he a top 10 quarterback though?
He's a top 10 quarterback overall, but that's why I'm asking. Are you talking about for this year
alone or overall? Let's just do overall.
I don't think so.
Right? Overall. Those 4 right off the bat, right? Is Matthew Stafford?
Yes.
Put him on that list, right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Dak Prescott.
He's in the Caleb category. He's like in that second tier. I don't know whether to put him in or not yet.
Okay. So don't put him in the top 10.
Not yet, no.
How about his counterpart that he got drafted the same year, Drake May? Top 10?
Don't hate me. Based off this year alone, I almost want to say, how can you not put him in?
So 6.
I think he's 10, if anything. I think out of all the quarterbacks that got drafted that year, you put Drake May in, and he's like 10 or 9. But he's 100% over Caleb. You can't say he isn't.
Okay, so 6. This is not in order. This is not in order. This is just I'm just naming quarterbacks. Right.
No, well, 7 because then Drake May 6. No, because you already said you didn't want to put Lamar. You already said Lamar, Josh, Patrick Mahomes, Stafford, right? Josh Allen, that's 5.
Josh Allen,
and then 6 Drake May.
You said no to Dak Prescott.
Not in order, right? But not in order. So we're at 6. So now we're at 7. We already have 6.
So Drake May, right? Jared Goff, 7. Jared Goff.
Before this year, I would say yes. I just kind of feel like Ben Johnson was the reason why he was a top 10 quarterback. I'm going to say no. He's in that category with Caleb and Dak Prescott.
Okay. So 6. Bo Nix.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
I feel like Trevor's also in that category.
So no. Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Justin Herbert, number 7.
Justin Herbert in there, yes.
Okay. Baker Mayfield.
Fuck, before this year, I would say yes. I kind of almost want to say no. I'm going to put him in. I'm going to put him in because he's this year, but he's still overall, I feel like a top 10 quarterback. Yes.
Okay. Jalen Hurts.
No. He's
Jalen Hurts.
He's in the category with Caleb, Dak. When he's on, but he's been having a lot of games where he isn't, and that screws the Eagles.
Okay.
You don't win because of Jalen Hurts. Let's be right. Yes or no? You don't win because of Jalen Hurts. You win because of everybody else.
I have an agenda against Jalen Hurts, so you don't even have to ask me that question. He's a winner. cool, but I
Yes.
just don't.
He's a champion. He's a
I don't
champion,
see
but
it.
he's not the quarterback that wins you games.
Nah. So no Jalen Hurts. C.J. Stroud.
No.
No. Wow.
Where are we at? Are we at 8 or 9? We need 2
Well,
more.
I
Huh?
already named you. I already named you probably like a good 11, 12 quarterbacks right now at the moment. Because after that, it's Caleb Williams.
You're missing somebody who I think is in it though.
Ooh.
I think Brock Purdy is a top 10 quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was looking at this. Brock Purdy, number 9.
100%. You put Brock Purdy in, yes.
Brock Purdy, number 9. So literally in the 10th spot. Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. I was gonna say you're missing Joe Burrow. 100%
Did I say Joe Burrow?
No, you now he's in. Yes, you didn't mention him before, but he's in now. You look at the AFC North. They have the AFC North has
Allen, Burrow. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm just naming on the names.
I was just gonna say, like, there you go. That's your list right there. That's your list. You got them right now because you don't pick a quarterback from the Dolphins or Jets. You don't put Aaron Rodgers in. Like I said, you're not gonna put. I don't think Bo Nix is in. I don't think Geno is a top 10 quarterback by any means, right? And then in the South, I don't think there's anybody in the South and the AFC South that's the top 10 quarterback. And then when you go in the NFC, there's nobody in the NFC East that's the top 10 quarterback. I almost want to say Jaden Daniels, but we only seen one good year. How can you really put him in there? You know? And I guess you could say the same thing for Drake May and Caleb, but I just think Drake May right now, him being an MVP type candidate, you have to put him in. That's why I think he's number 10. If you gave me the list, I'd put Drake May at 10 because he's newer. It's only 2 years, right? We're talking overall. But I think what he's been able to do in the 2 years, in the second year, it's you do it for sure.
So you have Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, Burrow, Stafford, Maine, Herbert, Lawrence, right?
No, not Lawrence.
Not Lawrence.
No. I'll tell you who we got. We have Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert,
Drake May,
Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
There should be at least one more we mentioned. Why am I blanking?
Baker? You said Baker, right?
Baker Mayfield. Yes. Baker Mayfield. So we might have one. We might just have one more spot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
That's
9.
9.
Yep, 9. You said no to golf.
I think Bo Nix is a system quarterback, Tony. I think he's a system quarterback. I think similar to Jalen Hurts. I don't know if you win because of Bo Nix.
So no golf. No Sam Darnold. No Bo Nix.
For
no
me,
Trevor Lawrence. No Trevor Lawrence. No Jalen Hurts. No C.J. Stroud.
I think I might agree with Jonathan here. He said golf should be in there. I think golf should be in there. I prematurely said no because of this year, but if we're looking overall, he's had way more better years than he's had bad years. I think we put golf in. I think I would put golf in at number 9. I think you put golf in at 9.
So actually, golf is number 10
or 10, regardless.
Golf is 10th.
I think he should be in it.
So you got no Prescott to you. No.
He's like 11, 12. He's top 15.
No Prescott, no Jordan Love, no Sam Darnold, no Lawrence, no.
I honestly forgot about Jordan Love.
No, nothing.
I forgot about Jordan
So
Love.
Caleb to you probably be 11, 12 then, just like Tony said, because I know Tony in the comments said he's 11 or 12.
We got to make the list, man. I said let's make a list for next week. We'll put it on the screen for everybody to see. Gotcha. We'll go through the top 32 quarterbacks. Who we think we should rank?
I do. I have my boy Caleb.
I know you do. You got a little chubby for Caleb.
I do because we finally have a quarterback that knows how to play the position, and I think that's what a lot of people keep on forgetting about that. They're putting their outside noise and the reason why they're not putting or not giving the respect to Caleb as a football player. And I've been seeing that, and I've been hearing that a lot, man. I've been hearing that a lot lately. And the one thing that does piss me off, bro, like, and you could give me all the stats in the world. You could give me every single stat in the world on why you don't think that Caleb Williams is that guy, a top 10 quarterback or that guy. And I will hear you out and just be like, okay, but you're giving him a chance. Cool. But the moment that I hear I won't cheer for him or I won't accept him or I won't do this until he wins me a Super Bowl, to me, everything else that you have said prior to that, it's all mush. It's all bullshit. I stop hearing you and I start questioning you because we're acting like we bring in 4,000-yard passing quarterbacks. You act like we've been bringing in quarterbacks that throw over 30 touchdowns a single season. We act like we have quarterbacks that taking us to the playoffs year in and year out. We're acting like we do this on a consistent basis. And the one thing that for the first time in a very long time, because I can't even remember a quarterback that I was even comfortable enough to say, like, this is our guy in a Bears uniform in my fandom in the last 20 years. I don't remember having this type of confidence that I have in Caleb Williams. I finally see a quarterback in my uniform, in my blue and orange uniform, and he is probably the best quarterback that I have seen in my lifetime in the Bears uniforms. And because of outside noise, it's not even football related, Jose. Because of outside noise, outside football noise is the reason why they're not giving them this guy credit. He's about to break the Bears season single record that has been there since the year that I was born, Jose. I am 35 years old. That record has been there since then. Jose, he's about to do something that no Bears quarterback is about to do and possibly passing for 4,000 yards, Jose. And yet people have the audacity to fucking say that you won't trust him or you won't believe in him until he wins you a Super Bowl. Jose, that can't even be this year. Next, he probably won't even win us a Super Bowl in the next 6 years. And that's 6 years of just animosity and hatred. I don't want to say hatred, but pure animosity built to him to when he finally wins you the Super Bowl. You have so much animosity that maybe he has one off year and like, nope. I see. I already knew it. He's a bust. He's not good. He's not great. He's not this. He's not. I already knew it. He didn't win us the Super Bowl. It was the Bears defense or it was the running game or blah blah. They're gonna come up with excuse after excuse to give this guy, to not give him the benefit of the doubt, the credit that the guy deserves. And that's, to me, what pisses me off, that we finally have someone that knows, or not even knows, that looks like he knows how to play the position, and yet they want to put these astronomical, what's the word I'm trying to look for, expectations that no other quarterback before him they would even give him, bro. And that's the one thing that pisses me off. And I literally question your football intelligence, your fan intelligence, to know that because you're putting these expectations on a guy because you don't believe in him because of whatever X reason. Yeah, nah, bro. Miss me with that bullshit. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for what you have to say because I know damn well it's not football related at the end of the day.
Well, that's the way to end the show. I hear you. There you go. You're listening to the Windy City Rundown, guys. Thank you for watching. Everybody in the comments: Tony, John, Caesar, Eden. Who am I missing? Isaiah. Everybody that's been in there. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Brenda. Thank you guys for being in the comments. Thank you for interacting with us. You guys can tune in every Tuesday around 7:30 ish. We will be on time next year. Last show of 2025. We appreciate you guys. Eric,
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to everybody. But actually, no, you had your moment. That's it. That's it.
We're
done. We're gone.
Let me say Happy New Year to give the thanks and everybody. I appreciate it. And no, John, we will never put a package score. Jordan Love doesn't even belong in the top 10. Nobody, even in Green Bay, they don't even trust him. We won't put him like that.
Blake Wilson.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys very much for an exciting year. We appreciate you guys so much, from me and from Jose. We will do better next year. Being on time, first and foremost. You'll see us a lot more in all our social media platforms. We have a lot of big things for 2026. Thank you to everybody. Jose, thank you very much, bro, for being right here on my side, doing this podcast with me. Also, a big thanks and big shout out to our boy Jonathan Palayo. He had to do his thing. He's also ride or die with us. He is one of us too as well. He's not gone. He's not forgotten. He's still here with us. But we appreciate him and the love and support, just like we appreciate everybody else's love and support for Windy City Rundown. I am done from here for 2025. 2026, we're gonna have a big bang, and we're gonna talk Jose playoffs, baby.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
He's running like he's got a lobster down his pants, showing that he is as slippery as a bar of soap.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
Commented about it.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not laughing about it. You think this is funny? I take this serious.
I'm not.
Real serious. I put my heart and soul into this every single week.
Are we done here?
It's about time.